Take us through maybe another scenario. So say, for example, someone is younger, they're not 70, they're maybe 40, and, they sell a property and, they bought it in 2009 at the low, they're selling at the high, and they might make $1 million or $2 million on this property. And they want to turn that into like another acquisition, say another business, or they want to wait for the market to come back down. It's 2020, market's insane, rates are so low. So, right, they want to wait for the market to maybe come back down and come back to more level. So that's why they're maybe doing such a deferred strategy. If they wanted to pull that money out, what are the different tax burdens? What are the different things you need to worry about? Is there a certain process? Are there certain restrictions if you want to pull that out to put into a property or a business?
Yeah, great question. And actually, I'll use an actual deal story. And I think this is one of the most prolific deal stories. We call it the Monday morning quarterback deal story. And in fact, 2006, a gentleman in Minnesota, he's worth a lot of money. He's selling a $20 million asset. And he's looking around for a 1031 exchange. And he's going, these cap rates don't make sense. This is a seller's market. Prices are very high. There's low inventory. A lot of what's still going on right now with real estate. It's the same type of concept. And he's going, I don't want to overpay. And I've done that too many times in the past. And so he learned about the deferred sales trust and he acted on it, okay? And he moved all of his $20 million into the deferred sales trust. And then 5 years later, so he sold his property to that buyer, probably a 1031 buyer who probably overpaid. Well, guess what? That buyer was foreclosed on. So the bank foreclosed, and all of a sudden, guess who the bank called? It called back this client, and said, "Hey, that property you sold, do you wanna buy it back?" He goes, "Well, maybe. What's the price?" And they said, "Well, 60 cents on the dollar." And he goes, "So 40% discount? Yeah, sure." So he uses deferred sales trust to buy back the same property that he had sold, but here's the key: all tax deferred. Okay, so not only did he park the money into the trust, but there's a mechanism in which we form an LLC. And you can, like a self-directed IRA or SEP IRA, your listeners might know about that. You can fund this IRA, you can fund this LLC, and through the LLC, you can purchase in partnership with the trust that business or that real estate. So it's as simple as that. You sell high, and then you buy low, which our parents taught us to do, right? Not sell high and buy higher 180 days later, or even for the people who are, if you don't realize, but a 1031 has to be like kind for like kind. So you can sell investment real estate and you can 1031 into like kind investment real estate. And there might be some sliver way you try to discount, a business, and then if you own the real estate, boost that up. There's some, but that kind of gets into the gray area. But most people I meet do not 1031 businesses, right? They just sell the businesses and pay the tax, or they either do a seller carryback, or they do a deferred sales trust, or they do a charitable remainder trust, but you have to give it all away to charity. So that's where the DST is really nice. So to answer your question, you sell, you park it, and then you can form an LLC, put it in the LLC and buy that deal, all tax deferred. Or you could cash out if you want to and pay the tax on that given amount at any point. So it's really up to you. Most of our clients, though, will do the former. They want to stay tax deferred, right? Because why pay the tax if you can defer and earn interest on it? And that's where the rule of 72 kicks in, which states if I can earn 7% on any given amount over a 10-year period of time, I can double that amount. And so if it's $10 million and you deferred $4 million, we'll keep all $10 million in the trust. Let's say we earn 7% and we let it all compound. Well, that in 10 years, that'll be worth $20 million, and you can keep doing that. And so that's the idea, is just to keep this money working for you and invest it in a smart way.